You're watching Spartan Football, home of the 2014 6A2 state champions.
Drops the ball. Spartans cover it. Bixby's recovered a fumble at the 45. Play action fake. Griffin will throw. Guns one in front of the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Spartan. Griffin, who keeps it into the 10 to the 5. Tanner dives for the end zone. He's in. And there's some pressure as he throws. It's picked off. Touchdown, Bixby. It's over. Bixby is the state champion in 6A Division II in Oklahoma.
Welcome to Trey's Bar and Grill for this week's Bixby Coaches Show. I'm Coach Pat McGrew, and we're here with head football coach, Coach Lauren Montgomery. Man, big game Saturday. This is the greatest time of sports. Tell us a little bit what's happening on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. High school football playoffs begin, Coach, and half the teams in the state of Oklahoma on Monday put their equipment up and are going over to double legs and layup drills and everything like that. And fortunately, we're not one of those teams. Took the 4th spot in our district, and we're going to go to Lawton on Saturday and play the district champion over there. Lawton is a multi-school district. They all play out of Cameron University's football stadium. Lawton MacArthur won their district, the 5A Lawton MacArthur, but they beat Lawton High head-to-head in a game earlier in the year. So Lawton MacArthur will play on Friday, and they gave us a choice of Thursday night or Saturday at 2 o'clock, and we elected to take the Saturday at 2 o'clock. That way, academically, we don't have to take the kids out of class, and we can travel on the weekend and those sort of things. Obviously, it'll be a little bit different from our routine, but certainly we don't see that as a hindrance for us. We'll use it as a good opportunity to control some of those variables that we can control: preparation, food, hydration, things like that.
Well, and playoffs is always going to be a little different. Very seldom when you play on, you can play on Friday, but there's a lot of games on Saturday. So, it's going to be a great week to practice. Man, this is what you're in the playoffs. We are the defending state champions, and man, it's going to be a fun game down in Lawton. But all that stuff couldn't happen except for the preparation that happens each week from Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday. This week, Friday. Coach, tell us a little bit about those practice players.
Yeah, we want to recognize 2 guys that have been giving us a great look all year, and I know Eric Calton-Watkins, one of our sophomore wide receiver defensive backs, been doing a tremendous job. AKA his nickname Sleazy. His Sleazy E is what we call him. But he got the award earlier in the year and continues to give us a great look, catching balls on our defense. And then Brooks Hasselman, a junior linebacker who's been doing a good job, moved here from Tulsa Union a couple years ago and has given us a good look inside on scout team every day. And you're right, Coach, without the look that these guys give us, we wouldn't be prepared to play on Friday night. And so we appreciate everything they do, and we understand that the tempo that you practice is how you're going to play on Friday nights.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll tell you what, it's been really exciting to watch those kids, and we're going to see some good football here in a moment, but the point is, this is the playoffs. This is where, they say this, you get to the playoffs and you got a chance, and baby, we got a chance.
We got a chance. Everybody's 0-0 right now.
That's right. And man, it's to come back and watch this first half of action. A lot of good action there, and we'll see you right after this.
The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Trey's Bar and Grill. Like us on Facebook. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love for the game. Jim Norton Toyota. Come experience the Jim Norton way. Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. Green Country Mitsubishi. We dare you to compare. Midwest Sporting Goods. Put some Midwest best on you. Car Country by Nelson, where you'll be treated like a superstar. Mark Musser State Farm. Give Mark a call for all your insurance needs. Challenger Services. Find us at challengerservices.com. Central State's orthopedic specialist. Get seen, get heard, get better. And by the Coaches Driving School. Get in the game.
We dare you to compare. The hottest new Mitsubishis are at Green Country Mitsubishi in Bixby. The 2015 Mirage awarded Best All-Around Performance Car and made the greenest vehicles list. Hands-free phone system, 7 airbag system, cruise control, touchscreen navigation, rear view camera, plus up to 44 MPGs. All new 2015 Mirage, only $149 a month. 0% financing available, plus 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and roadside assistance plan. We dare you to compare. Green Country Mitsubishi in Bixby. Online at gcmitsubishi.com.
As football fans, Raising Cane's believes in rushing quarterbacks, but not our hot, fresh 24-hour marinated chicken. We believe in running out the clock, but never out of our refreshing sweet tea and lemonade. And we believe in supporting our teams with the same passion we have for serving our customers. Because when it comes to football season, we go all out.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers.
One place for all your insurance needs? Of course. See State Farm agent Mark Musser. Call or stop by today.
Welcome back to Trey's Bar and Grill for the first half of action. I'm Coach McGrew. This is the head football coach, Coach Montgomery. Boy, it was pretty nice. A little windy, though. It was kind of hard to tell. Was the wind a factor?
Wasn't a factor. Perfect conditions for football, and Sand Springs had a good football team, and we went out and felt like we had a good game plan and got after it in the first half. Real proud of the way our defense played, especially in the second half.
Right.
I think we had 7 stops in a row, which is extremely big, and so it's good to see that unit continue to grow up. So let's take a look at the first half highlights, Coach. Coming out here on offense, you'll see us run a little zone play, and we hit the wide receiver screen right there. I believe that's first play of the game to Braden Daniel. Braden Daniel's doing a great job at the tight end position. Good pass protection right here as we drop back and we hit the curl to Cade Cavanis. Cade Cavanis actually was probably down, but it was ruled a fumble right there. That's why we got to always secure that football. Sand Springs gets the ball. You'll see Cress Woodward. You'll see Kobe Tillman. Cody Adams, our player of the week, with 11 tackles this week, doing a good job up inside right there. You'll see Nick getting out over the edge, picking up a good gain, about 8 yards in behind the blocking of Price Stickney and Jordan Harbin. Right there, banging one in behind the blocking of Jared Kerr. Tanner Griffin dropping back to punt right here, doing a great job of getting about a 60-yard punt. You'll see Tucker Pauley. You'll see that punt team down, letting it roll out, doing a good job flipping the field right there. Love to see that happening right here. You'll see Ryan Matthews coming in from his safety spot, making a great tackle. Jared Neerman here. Cody Adams in on the play before that. Kobe Tillman with a big night with about 18 tackles from his linebacker position. Cress Woodward. Brendan Evers doing a good job bottling it up, getting good push on their nose guard right there. Sand Springs trying to throw a double move, and you'll see Grady Hannafin. You'll see Jake Spriggs in on a tackle right there doing a good job. Right here you'll see Kobe Tillman doing a good job taking on a block, shedding the blocker. Brendan Evers, good job right there, standing the nose guard up, getting separation right there. Drake Allen from his safety position doing a good job. Coming in, getting good movement right there. Cress Woodward from his linebacker position, really starting to play better. Cody Adams right there from his defensive end position, doing a great job, guys. And then you'll understand right there, Kobe Tillman doing a great job in behind a great play by Grady Hannafin, being so active from his defensive position. Right there, Kobe Tillman, once again, from his linebacker position. Sand Springs running a lot of zone at us. Nick doing a good job in behind the blocking of Josh Owens, lowering his shoulder. Jed Stinson in also on a block. Jared Kerr closing down from his outside linebacker position. Jared really playing well. Got a limestone on right here. We do a good job right here getting some pressure by Brendan Evers, Cody Adams, and you'll see Grady Hannafin and Cress Woodward finally clean him up right there on the quarterback scramble. Right here, Sand Springs running a little bit of trickeration, running the reverse. Kobe does a good job of reading it. Brendan Evers stretching everything out, and they get a little block in the back, and so we capitalize on the field position. See Cress Woodward right there being physical from his linebacker position, doing a really nice job. Grady Hannafin coming in from his defensive end position. Right there, Jared Neerman from his outside linebacker position, doing a great job. We go in 20-0 at half, Coach, and certainly we didn't feel like we were out of it. Just felt like we had to get some things going. Felt like they maybe left us a window right there with missing the extra point with the 20 points. So tried to regroup and get some things going.
I'll tell you what, it was a great night for football. I mean, it was packed. I read in the paper there's 5,000 people. That's what the 6A Division II is so important. I think it's the greatest thing they've ever done because I mean, that's two great football teams playing Friday night, and it was fun to be around to watch.
Yeah, well, it's created a lot of parity and a lot of excitement. And you see Sand Springs, their fans doing such a good job coming out and supporting their football team, as well as our fans. Bixby does a great job traveling, and we had a good crowd at the game. And it's fun to see when you come down to the wire, you know, the district standings making such a difference. And then I think it's also created a ton of parity up at 6A1. You'll see that Owasso didn't make the playoffs this week, and, you know, Mustang and some of those others got in. So at both levels, everybody's having to show up to play each week, and hopefully that increases the numbers on a lot of the 6A2 programs that a lot of kids maybe didn't come out before. So altogether, I think it's been a good move for our state and a good move for football.
Well, I know that you look at the 4 teams from our district, you know, the Booker T, Bartlesville, Sand Springs, and us. I mean, I don't ever remember Bixby being in such a well-rounded district. I mean, some tough teams. Yeah. But that's awesome. And, you know, it was like that last year. Unfortunately, we were number 1. But again, it's the playoffs. Yep. This is where anything can happen. I just got cold chills right there thinking about it. So, man, it's exciting, and we'll get to see the second half action right after this.
Hi, I'm Marcus Dupree, and I'm here to return.
Oh my gosh, Marcus Dupree is in front of me. Register for?
It's Dupree.
I'm sorry, Marcus, what?
Marcus Dupree of the University of Oklahoma.
Oh, right, Marcus Dupree. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Dupree of Car Country is signing autographs at Register for.
Let Car Country treat you like a superstar with $2.99 down at any of our 5 Car Country locations: Bartlesville, Broken Arrow, Claremore, Bixby, and Sapulpa.
All approved, ready to ride at Car Country. Approved by Nelson.
You, me, and Marcus Dupree.
At Car Country by Nelson.
One place for all your insurance needs? Of course. See State Farm agent Mark Musser. Call or stop by today.
We're obsessed with perfection and here for you every day. Standing up for Toyota quality. That's the Jim Norton way. And Green Country, you're our family, and our hearts will stand and say we're overflowing with pride in Oklahoma. That's the Jim Norton way.
Welcome back to Trey's Bar and Grill with the second half action of last Friday's night's game. Coach, it's 20-0 at halftime. But, man, you were talking that the defense really rose to the occasion, and, they didn't score another point.
Right, no. Very proud of our defense. Late in the second half, or late in the first half, they tightened their belt and did a good job of slowing Sand Springs down. And then, we went in at halftime down 20-0, and felt like they kind of left us a little bit of a window open, especially the way our defense was starting to play. Defense came back out in the second half and shut them out in the second half. I think we had 7 stops in a row. Unfortunately, didn't get anything going offensively, but very proud of the way our defense continues to grow up. I tell you what, those guys up front, those 3 down linemen are you talk about Brandon Evers and Grady Hannafin and Cody Adams, they just really continue to get better each week. And if those, being a defensive guy, if those guys up front are taking on blocks, taking on 2 or 3 guys, your linebackers can run all over the place. And I think that's why we had guys with 17 and 18 tackles that are 2 inside linebackers.
And sometimes, up on Friday night when we do and Mark Waddell does the play-by-play and I'm color, you talk a lot about the linebackers. And I say the same thing that you just said, that the linebackers wouldn't be good if it wasn't for those down linemen.
Yeah, without a doubt. And you know that because you've coached those linebackers, and offensive, defensive linemen don't get a ton of credit. No. Defensive linemen if they're making sacks, but gosh, we're a 3-4 scheme, and so there are only 3 of those guys, so they're taking on a lot of double teams and doing a lot of good stuff. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at the second half highlights and look at some of those defensive linemen right there. You'll see Grady and Evers doing a good job. Cody Adams closes down and makes a tackle on that, and I love seeing defensive linemen that close flat down the line and don't run up the field. Evers getting a good push right there, and then you'll see Grady out here putting a little bit of pressure, and they scramble, and we force an errant pass right there, and Connor Walker comes up with the interception. So big play for us. We come back out offensively, hand the ball to Nick right here, and Nick does a good job of sticking his foot in the ground and bending the zone back. And right here we run a little quarterback draw, and it ends up being a pretty decent little play for us. Getting us close to moving the chains puts us in a manageable situation right here. When we come back, we run the zone right here, and Nick doing a good job lowering his shoulder, running over a linebacker right there. Evers doing a good job getting good push, allowing our guys inside to make some good plays right there. We spit the wide receiver screen out here to Connor Walker. You'll see a great block out there by Nick Swanson. Nick back this week, healthy, doing a good job. And then another wide receiver screen out here to Connor Walker. Connor had such a good game last week, having another good game this week with the interception. Nick Roller out here off the edge. St. Springs doing a good job of rallying, making him spill to the edges. Tucker Pauley giving Nick a break right here, doing a good job. Young sophomore sticking his foot in the ground. Really proud of Tucker. He's just a phenomenal football player, doing a nice job. Tanner scrambling it right here, getting a little bit of pressure, and Tanner does a good job running the football. And here we go right here. Got that defense back out. Chris Woodward really lowering his shoulder, bringing the wood right there. Evers, Cody Adams, Grady doing a good job from their defensive line position. Right here, come back, we throw the double pass. Cade Cavanis, an old quarterback, and I tell you what, Cade does such a good job even completing a pass right there in the double coverage. That's a big play for us, and it's one that, to be quite honest, we could run quite a bit more. As good as Cade runs the ball. Cody Adams closing from his linebacker position. Braden Daniel in on the tackle right here. Evers getting good push. St. Springs running the speed option, and Kobe doing a good job of stringing it out, making a tackle along the sidelines right there. Brian Matthews in from his safety position, doing a good job. Once again, Braden Daniel folding back over from his outside linebacker position. Braden's a guy that gets better every week. So proud of him, a senior that's just continued to develop, a program kid. Great baseball player too. Connor Walker on a big reception right there, and then we come back and I believe we hit Nick Swanson down the sidelines. No, excuse me, that's Drake Allen on the out route right there. And then we come back and hit Cade Cavanis working the sidelines right there. Cade doing a good job. Defense comes back out right here. Cody Adams, Kobe Tillman, Cress Woodward. You'll see all those guys swarming the ball. So proud of the way those front seven guys are playing, giving good looks. Coach Flowers doing a good job manipulating the defense, running some great run blitzes, giving us a chance to succeed. Little play action right here out of our end zone. Tanner does a good job of hitting a strike right here to Cabby, getting us out, getting us a little bit of breathing room. Tanner avoiding the sack right here, completing a pass to Connor Walker. Connor doing a good job sticking his foot in the ground, picking up what we can pick up. Good pass protection right here. Tanner steps up in the pocket, completes a pass to Connor Walker once again. You'll see great pass protection right there from our offensive line. Hit a strike to Cade Cavanis in on the curl route. Then we come back, complete the comeback route down the sidelines to Nick Swanson. Nick doing a good job, junior wide receiver, moved from quarterback last year. Tanner doing a good job avoiding the pressure right there, hit Nick Swanson once again, and then we hit Nick Swanson, get him into the end zone, but we got a holding call down there deep, and so unfortunately weren't able to get any points on the board. But Coach, this week it doesn't matter. We're all 0-0 heading into the playoffs, and we got to have a great game plan. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the other night. Our stats, rushing, St. Springs had 139 rushing to our 31 rushing yards. That's a big difference in the ball game right there. We completed 20 of 38 for 230 through the air. St. Springs was 5 of 12, passing for 111. Total offense, we had 261 yards to St. Springs 250 yards. First downs, we had 18 first downs to St. Springs 13. Passing, Tanner Griffin was 18 of 35 for 188 yards. Nick Roller led the rushing with 20 carries for 44 yards. Tucker Pauley, 3 carries for 9 yards. Connor Walker led all receivers with 9 receptions for 96 yards. Cade Cavanis had 4 for 60 yards. So a good night there. Defensive stats. Cress Woodward leading all tacklers with 18 tackles, had 7 solos, 11 assists. Kobe Tillman, 17 tackles, had 9 solos, 8 assists. Cody Adams, player of the week this week, had 1 solo, 10 assists. had a half sack, and then Braden Daniel had 7 tackles from his outside linebacker position, Coach. So good to see that defense playing well heading into the playoffs. They're going to have their work cut out for them with a Lawton team this week that loves to run the football. They got a big offensive line, a good tailback, and they like to hand it off, so it's going to be important.
Well, the regular season's over. Playoffs are starting. Let's go over a little bit about the playoff system as far as 6A2 goes. Okay, for us, we're going to Lawton, and that's 1 playing 4. And then the second week is a neutral site. Am I correct?
Yeah, it'll be a neutral site, and we'll play the winner of the Bartlesville Midwest City game, which is Friday night. So our coaches are going to go up there and scout that on Friday night. And obviously we know a little bit about Bartlesville, but not a lot about Midwest City. So we'll play that at a neutral site. And then it seems like this year being a odd year, we'll play, the state championship game will be played on this side of the state if it's an East and West deal. Obviously, if it's an East, it'll be played on this side of the state. So. Well,
it's I can't wait for Saturday and get another victory there, but the third week, there's no football game, correct? There's a 2-week space in between there.
Yes, sir. Just like last week, it'll be the same week. Thanksgiving week will be a bye week, and so we'll play the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. There will be a bye week, and then the state championship game will be Friday, December 4th. I believe it's December 4th. And then, the criteria in the OSSA playoff manual will dictate that.
Now, how did you like that last year, having that 2-week period? Did it help?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. We still got to do the Thanksgiving practice like you do in the playoffs, which is always a special deal. And then you got an extra week to prepare, and then everybody got to travel on Thanksgiving. And I think a lot of times attendance on Thanksgiving weekend in the playoffs is a little sparse. And so it was probably a little bit better attendance for the OSSA since they get the gate on those things. And so I think overall I thought it was good. It's a lot of anticipation, but anytime, as playing in a state championship game, there's a whole lot of little things that you have to get taken care of, so an extra week is nice.
Well, Spartan family, boy, this is a big time. Spartan family senior parents, each game, you get out there and support. We need that family and we need that support. Travel to Lawton this Saturday. The game's at 2 o'clock. It's very important. Get a great victory, head on to that second round of playoffs, and we'll see you right after this.
One place for all your insurance needs? Of course. See State Farm agent Mark Musser. Call or stop by today.
As football fans, Raising Cane's believes in rushing quarterbacks. But not our hot, fresh 24-hour marinated chicken. We believe in running out the clock, but never out of our refreshing sweet tea and lemonade. And we believe in supporting our teams with the same passion we have for serving our customers. Because when it comes to football season, we go all out.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers!
Nissan, Chevy, Hyundai, Jeep, Dodge, and more. Green Country Mitsubishi in Bixby has it all. Over 50 vehicles under $99.99. If you have $199 down and a job, you are approved. Hurry in for the best selection today. Green Country Mitsubishi in Bixby. Visit us online at gcmitsubishi.com.
This week's Raising Cane's Player of the Week is Cody Adams, a junior. Hey, defensively, is that your favorite side of the ball?
Oh yeah, I love defense, being able to hit those guys.
I remember all the years I used to coach with Bobby Stites and David Rickner here at Bixby at wrestling, and man, our best defensive players were always great wrestlers. Mm-hmm. So you got a playoff. You got a playoff game coming up against Lawton. You guys playing on a Saturday. Is the team ready to go?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're ready.
Well, that's great. The thing about it is we're the defending state champions, and man, I tell you what, this is the exciting time of the year, and it's really exciting. And man, good luck. You were a state placer in wrestling last year. So are you going to be in when state championship's over? We got that second gold ball. Are you going to be in wrestling shape? I know how hard you guys work, but
I gotta lose a lot of weight coming back from football.
Well, congratulations, man, and we really appreciate everything you do, man. I love the way you fly around and everything, and good luck this week, and
thank you.
Hopefully we get that state championship ball again. And man, it's a great time to be Spartan. And man, I'll tell you what, we'll be right back with this week's Car Country Youth Team of the Week. We'll see you right after this.
We're obsessed with perfection and here for you every day. Standing up for Toyota quality, that's the Jim Norton way. And Green Country, you're our family, and our hearts will stand and say, we're overflowing with pride in Oklahoma. That's the Jim Norton way.
One place for all your insurance needs? Of course. See State Farm agent Mark Musser. Call or stop by today.
Hi, I'm Marcus Dupree, and I'm here to return.
Oh my gosh, Marcus Dupree is in front of me. Register for?
It's Dupree.
I'm sorry, Marcus, what?
Marcus Dupree of the University of Oklahoma.
Right, Marcus Dupree. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Dupree of Car Country is signing autographs. Register for?
Let Car Country treat you like a superstar with $2.99 down at any of our 5 Car Country locations. Bartlesville, Broken Arrow, Claremore, Bixby, and Sapulpa.
All approved and ready to ride at Car Country. Approved by Nielsen.
You, me, and Marcus Dupree.
At Car Country by Nelson.
This week's Car Country Youth of the Team. It's 4th grade Bixby White. And you had a 6-3 record. You finished 3rd in your division. But man, you got into the postseason play with a big victory, 26-0 over BA Silver. Yes. It's all in all, it sounds like a really good season so far.
So far, so good. Everybody wants to make the playoffs, but we're taking advantage of being in the postseason tournament, see if we can go and dominate and be tournament champions.
Well, great. You were talking about, you've coached high school level, you played college level. What kind of offense do you guys run?
Our bread and butter is going to be the two tight single back set. We do a lot of misdirection. We do a lot of play calling and signaling like the Bixby High School team does.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Obviously my favorite side, the defensive side, did you have some big hitters up there?
Oh, yeah, we got some big hitters. Justin Kirk and Ethan Jeffords, are the backbones of our defense right now, and they're just getting in the backfield making big plays for us.
Well, I say this every week. I know Coach Montgomery appreciates everything you guys do. I mean, he knows that that's the foundation of his program and getting us to win a state championship last year. But you still got some games left to play. Where's this week's game going to be?
This week's game is we have a game tomorrow, Monday night at 7 o'clock, and we actually play Owasso Silver, one of our losses in our division this year. So we're looking to redeem ourselves on that with a victory on that game.
Well, that'd be great, and congratulations. I really appreciate whatever you guys do. It's a great. I'll tell you what, our youth program is the best in the country, in my opinion. And man, I tell you what, is there a huge game coming up Saturday in Lawton? We will be going there for a Saturday game. And remember, it's Saturday, not Friday this week. And looking for a big victory. It's 3 games away from the state championship game, and we'll see you next week.
The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Trey's Bar and Grill. Like us on Facebook. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love for the game. Jim Norton Toyota. Come experience the Jim Norton way. Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. Green Country Mitsubishi. We dare you to compare. Midwest Sporting Goods. Put some Midwest best on you. Car Country by Nelson, where you'll be treated like a superstar. Mark Musser State Farm. Give Mark a call for all your insurance needs. Challenger Services. Find us at challengerservices.com. Central State's orthopedic specialist. Get seen, get heard, get better. And by the Coaches Driving School. Get in the game.